Everybody that I talk to about this goal, they say a lot of reactions. Some call me crazy. Some say, "Wow, that's impressive." Some say, "Ooh, what a laudable goal. That's very something." It's funny. None of those have anything to do with my reasons. And I'll share with you what they are. Today's video is called Encouragement. And it's because encouragement is so important. In fact, it's so important, I think it's the business that I'm in. I'm a coach, and you know that if followed me much at all. But here's the thing. I think of coaching as being in the people encouragement business. And, there's coaches that are really good. I had a conversation earlier today with a beautiful woman that I hadn't met before. And we talked about there was seems like there's a million or a zillion coaches. She said there was a joke in New York someplace where don't go, if you sit on the subway, you're going to sit next to two coaches. So everybody in the world is now thinks they're a coach. And, we were talking about how effective some of them are, better coaches or ones that are less effective and everything. But foundationally, it really hinges on two things. Is your heart set on supporting and encouraging and loving people? That's a foundational piece. So this road to 50 million is about me declaring and bringing into reality, into the world, that I'm helping 50 million people to discover and to serve with their gifts. That's who I am. That's who I'm being. That's all that I'm doing this year. From October 14th to October 14th. And like I said before, there's a story around the start of my year in October, but we're not going to do that story now. But anyway, encouragement is such a key piece. It's like the fuel that keeps going. You can have a beautiful engine, and if you don't have the right fuel, hydrogen, gas, diesel, natural gas, whatever it is, it doesn't run. Encouragement is the fuel that keeps our engine running. And another word for encouragement that we have talked about before is love. Love is a choice to use your gifts, a choice to use my gifts, or my resources, my spiritual, physical, emotional, mental resources to serve somebody. If I do that, I love them. So I love you, and I can say that without hesitation. I don't even need to know you. I don't need to know you. You know why? Because I'm using time and energy and thought and the best words I can think of to encourage you, to proclaim your greatness, to say you have infinite capability. You could say, how do you know that? You haven't met me. And the answer is, I know where you came from. I know you're a divine being. I know you came to this place with gifts and talents. I know that you felt at different times a real yearning to serve, to do good, to find your purpose, to lean into that purpose. I know that about you already. I know you felt that. The question is this. When you feel it, do you say yes? Or do you make up a reason why it's not the right time, it's too late, someday, somehow, somewhere over there, I don't know, I'll do that later. Right? What is your response to that feeling in you that I should be, I could be, I should be, I want to be helping and serving? Now, helping and serving sounds like woo-woo words, where if you say, I'm going to help you make money, or I'm going to help you mow the lawn, or I'm going to help you do some concrete thing, we can put our arms around that. You know what? Those other things are just as easy to put your arms around. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and the whole essence of the conversation was about emotional power, about the power that we need to keep moving and to keep creating and to keep flowing. You're a creator, and you're creating every breath, every moment of your life, whether you think you are or not. You might be creating apathy. You might be creating emptiness. You might be creating criticism. Or you could be creating love, and you could be creating light, and you could be creating compassion and adding those to the world. You can't not create. You can't not be. You are being every moment, whether you want to be or not. You are. My friend Ken MacArthur talks about impact. He says you have an impact whether you want to or not. lack of doing things, doing negative things, doing positive things, all those things matter. Intrinsically, we know that somewhere. I had another conversation with someone today where we were talking about, this is all just stuff we kind of know, but we haven't taken the time most often to sit down or stand up, but the time to really focus on those feelings of service and doing good and building power in that way. So this is encouragement. Today's video is titled Encouragement because I am encouraging you. Say yes to your intuition. Say yes to time to cultivate your ability to hear your own divine voice, your higher soul, your higher purpose, your creator. That's the way to real happiness. So the ultimate life is a process of creating a life of purpose, prosperity, and joy. You create that by serving with your gifts. That's how you create the ultimate life, faster and better than any other way. That ultimate life includes all the money you need, it includes doing things you like, and it includes magnifying your gifts and talents. Who in the world wouldn't want that? But instead, what we get is, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Maybe I'm too late. Oh, I should have done that 10 years ago. I should have had, should have taken that opportunity. And we live in regret currently of missed opportunities in the past, or we live in fear. If I do something in the future, maybe it won't work. I'll fail and I'll flub and, die under a bridge somewhere because I'll be broke. You know what? Neither of those things is true. You are divine. You have capability. You shouldn't have done anything in the past. You should be right where you are. You know how I know? Because you are. The universe has been unfolding without your help and my help for 15 billion years, we understand. I don't know if that's right or not. That's the number. It didn't need any of our help. So us trying to control it is nonsense. You are where you should be right this minute. That is the most fabulous news in the world. That means you can dump all that feeling of, I should have done this sooner. Now, if where you are right now is sitting with a bunch of baggage from bad mistakes, broken relationships, people angry with you, debts that you owe, if that's where you're sitting right now, you may need to take some action to clean that up. But spending any energy feeling bad about what you didn't do yesterday, last week, last month, that is not helpful. Now, if you, in doing or not doing things yesterday or a year ago, you hurt people or you did things wrong to people, yeah, you need to clean that up. Of course you do. Pretending it away is not helpful. Your conscience, it never goes away out of your conscience, and the other people won't forget about it either. Now, even if you go fix things that are in the past, people may not like you anyway. They may hate you anyway. They may say you ruined my life and whatever it is, but you have done what you could and needed to do to clean it up. And that frees you. Hello, that frees you to move forward powerfully, purposefully, and in a direction of service and love. So the encouragement I'm offering you today is this. These 4 facts are true. You are a divine being with a divine heritage. You have gifts and talents that were given to you on purpose, suited to your personality, temperament, and everything else. You have a mission and purpose in life, and you can find it, and that will be the most joyful thing you do. Number 4, all the help you need to both find and execute what I just said is available to you from this frame and from the eternal frame or from the universe. I know that. I've seen it. I can't even tell you how many times in my own life and in the lives of others. So when you or I feel this yearning to do something meaningful, to not be a cog in the wheel, I've heard that described so many different ways. I was just a cog in a machine, or I was doing something not meaningful. Okay, we've all done that. We've all felt like that. Stop today, here, now. Sit down and take stock. Who are you? You can make a declaration. I am a person who listens to intuition. I am a person who chooses to add good to the world. I am that I find my gifts and I serve with them with all my heart because I can, because I said so. Here's the beautiful thing about this whole discovering your gifts and serving thing. You don't need anyone's permission. You don't need anyone's agreement. Nobody has to say, oh, that's a great idea. In fact, lots of times people say you're crazy. Why don't you get a job? Why don't you do a regular thing? Why don't you stop being a dreamer? That's more likely what you'll hear, but certainly not from me. Discover your gifts. Say yes to intuition. Lean into every obstacle. Discover the growth in every event. Possibilities today are bigger and better than they have ever been. I mean that. I see it and I believe it. And it's not because I'm somehow well connected or I'm somehow in a magical place. I'm not. I wasn't. I didn't have any breaks or anything else. I struggled like everyone does. I have made some progress like everyone can. And because I see, wow, when I make this kind of effort, I declare who I am in the world and move forward, progress happens. So I want to encourage you with all the love and power that I have to never doubt yourself, doubt your doubts, don't doubt your heart. Listen to your intuition. Lean into every obstacle and love yourself like your Creator loves you. Love yourself even though you make mistakes. Forgive yourself, clean up whatever you need to clean up, but don't devalue yourself and judge yourself as unworthy or incapable. It's not true. It's sad. It's a waste of time, and it's a rock you really don't need to be carrying. I, for one, want to see you in your glorious gifts and talents. One of the things I say every day to myself about each person I'm going to talk to, and right now that's you, is I behold your divine nature and gifts with awe and wonder. And I mean that because every person I meet, you right here, right now, you are a divine being. I'm in awe. I behold your beauty, your capability, your love, your power, your dedication, all the things you're doing right, and you want to do good and right. And people say, but I've done all this stuff wrong. I've made all these mistakes. Okay. So our choices are stay ruined, stay debilitated, stay crushed by those truths, not pretending them away for a minute, or get up, fess up where needed, clean it up where you can, and recommit. Don't lay on the ground in defeat, in self-loathing, in doubt, in depression, in struggle any longer. Stand up. Claim your heritage. Find your divine gift. Create that business you want. Lean in and serve everyone around you with every ounce of love and power that you can. That's my goal. I'm here to help 50 million people to discover and serve with their gifts. I offer my help to you if you want it. Maybe you're already living the kind of life I'm describing. If you are, then I invite you into a conversation. I'd love to know more people that are doing that. If you're not and you're struggling, I offer you my help if you want it. If you want to help me reach 50 million people, partner with me and spread messages of hope, joy, satisfaction, opportunity, and everything else, I want to talk to you. I have large platforms. I have a huge podcast with nearly 1,000, well, it's not nearly 1,000, 750 plus episodes. We're on our way to 1,000, so it feels like it, right? I have LA Talk Radio coming. I have episodes coming you won't believe. I'm so excited about some, and I'll tell you more about them later, but I've got spectacular episodes coming up. People to interview and just wonderful, glorious things. I want to invite you with all my heart to create your ultimate life, a life of purpose, prosperity, and joy. And the only way to create that in a way that lasts is by serving with your divine gifts. Oh, you can create money other ways. I know I have. It doesn't bring happiness. Happiness comes from serving. Doing good, making a choice to add good to the world, in whatever capacity makes sense to you, in whatever amount is available to you. It's founded on one more thing, and this is another place I want to offer encouragement, and that is loving yourself fully, freely, deeply. Learning to love yourself if you don't, and loving yourself more effectively and more deeply is key on this journey. So one of the things I ask clients all the time is, if I saw every single thing you did or said heard everything you said to yourself, inside dialogue and out, would I look at that and say, wow, that is a person who loves themselves? That's a really important question. When you look at how you talk to yourself, when you look at how you treat yourself, when you look at how you believe in what you're doing or not, and someone saw all that and you saw it all, would you say, wow, that's someone who really loves themselves in the best and most powerful sense of the word? Sometimes that thought is scary. I encourage you, if you need to clean that up. Love yourself like your Creator does. I'll see you tomorrow on the road to 50 million.